bella.com, Sydney, Australia. So this is a dark magician. We're just looking at the end of a cycle. And there was a 7-year cycle here that I'm seeing. That this magician had an accomplice. Look. There was 2 of them. Maybe you thought this masculine was your twin flame, which allowed him to get away with it for a certain amount of time. The cycle's over though. So everything that is in the dark comes to light. This is in your Father's word. Everything that is unseen will be seen. So you will know who this is, even if you didn't realize while it was occurring. But when you are under this, it's oppression energy. Somebody trying to stop you and block you and strip you and take your energy, like steal it. Like, I'm going to learn how to steal her destiny, I'm hearing. And they had a jealous minx. Minx! A jealous minx as an accomplice. That's funny. A minx. I have to look that up. It's a new word for Bella. So here you are. Yay! The cycle's over. You're actually, they cannot believe it. Like, yeah, you went through it. You weathered a storm. In fact, it was really not as easy as it looks, see? But this is the table. You know, when God says, I'll prepare a table for you in front of your enemies. So what the table is happiness. They hate that. They're happiness haters, yes? Confidence drainers. Yeah, making you feel like confused, alone, isolated. That was the goal, and they did it at the moons. That's why we do the opposing ritual. Right? If you're a light worker, you must join children of the light, children of the king, because the dark magicians use the power of the moon. The dark magicians have used the power of the eclipse to stop our awakening. And this dark magician did the spells in the moon. This is witchcraft, to steal your destiny. And if you were there at the same time doing our prophetic applications of the heart, it's the moon. That's why we do the opposing ritual at the moon. So if you feel like you've been under any psychic attack, you need to join here, daughters of the king, children of the king. Because if they're doing a magic ritual with black magic on the moon, new moon, full moon, the new moon is the Sabbath. That's where the veil between the worlds is non-existent. And that's the secret where everything happens. It sets up the month, really. Right? So that new moon energy sets up the month. That's why they're doing their negative rituals. They do magic on you on the moon. So if you're sitting there doing our rituals, you know, like communion and receiving the Holy Spirit on those exactly the same time they're doing the ritual, that's what's helped you. And that's why we have it this channel. And this way you're like this. So you've come out of that energy like this. Thank God. Praise God. Hallelujah. Yeah, they were trying to make you confused, penniless, right? Trying to steal your ideas, cut you off from source, make you all topsy-turvy, don't know where you are, what you're doing. So there's confusion spells as well. And they could have put it on people around you. But look at you. You're like, I'm on to you. I don't normally feel like that. This has awakened you spiritually as well. When you don't feel good and you're not, you know, it's nothing in 3D. You can't see them. They're a dark magician. They're not in your 3D. Here you are, escaping. You escaped. You saw it and you escaped. They were trying to make you have poverty. Yeah, and stop your union. The Tower. They were trying to break the union. Courtney Lynn, look. Hi, darling. Thanks for being here. and for being a member. So the Tower and the Two of Cups. This is what this Dark Magician was trying to do, so you don't find love. This is anti-matter. Think anti-marriage. They're anti-marriage, anti-love. They didn't want you to have happiness. So you may have thought this was your twin. That's what I'm getting. Yeah, and God stepped in. Right, so they go with the devil and you go with God. Simple. Yeah, they were trying to break your heart. Look, stop you from meeting your beloved. They're on assignment, you've got to remember. So they come from the devil, this dark magician, and you come from God. So the battle is not really yours. And this is why they're sitting in heartbreak. It didn't work. See, this has come back. This is a collapse. Because you saw it. Look at you. And you've snuck off. See ya. The cycle's closed. I just wanted to know about, like, I want to know what happens to them. I haven't seen any justice. Write in the comments if you've seen any justice. Because this is like harrowing. This is somebody who's like got a mental disorder and has an accomplice with them. A minx energy. Whatever that means. And they have been going at this particular divine feminine. Could be a divine masculine, but it's somebody who's in the limelight or stepping into their purpose. And somebody who has like a glow about them. So this is just jealousy. This was done through jealousy, but you've got to think of who are they run by, the spirits that they're being controlled by. We're fighting a spiritual battle. And because you got into your pillar, maybe you did some prayers or release your fire ceremonies, the moon is when they do their ritual against you. That's when you'll feel the oppression for no reason, out of nowhere. And they don't show up in 3D unless, like they're showing me, sometimes they do. It's like that could be your proof. Within 3 days of them doing the ritual, they can be in your environment. So that's how you know who they are. But you have to be more of a high priestess to notice that. Otherwise, they stay hidden and they send a monitoring spirit to see if their magic worked. They do not want you in union. This is a couple who do rituals on a moon, new moon and full moon, for years. To stop the twin flame thing. That's how we know that's how we know how powerful it is. The union itself of the twin flames. Otherwise, why would they go to so much trouble? So this is about everything happening fast for you, where it seems like nothing, and it seems like it's been very harrowing, you know, like where's my break? When's it my time? Where's my justice? I don't see any. It's like that. And it's been a long time. 7 years is a long cycle. Again, we've got the same thing. The moon. You just stayed there. Yeah, then the sun, see? God cloaked you from it. And you are about to fly. Here, the bluebird. You're about to fly. Well done. It was just terrible. And so everything, you know, is coming back to you that you think you missed out on, that they tried to take, sorry. Yeah, everything they tried to stop is on its way to you, and it happens all at once. And what happens to them? That's what I want to know. I want to know what happens to them. See, this is your revenge, is massive success here. Like they underestimated who you were in the spirit realm because you look so, you know, maybe you're alone. Maybe you look vulnerable in 3D, you know, you don't have a lot of people around you. Maybe you're single, you work on your own. So it looks like you'd be an easy target. But no. Look how they came up against on the moon. This is why I'm saying it's so powerful to join Children of the King. Here, the Members Lounge, because we do the rituals on the moon. It counteracts this negativity. Must bring the light. Don't fight the darkness, you know what I mean? That's what we're doing there. And God calls it his Sabbath. And this is about clarity. The Queen of Swords, you saw it straight away. Again, the same message we're getting. Yeah, the King of Wands. Look at him. So this shows me that he's learning it. Like he's reading it in a book. They're like learning it together, yeah. But they can't touch you. Look, this is your bubble. We just did the gold mesh shield up. This is you and your bubble. You're seriously in a bubble of frequency. So it couldn't burn you, couldn't touch you, couldn't, because look at you, 9 of Wands. You're not giving up. So maybe God allowed it as a test to make you stronger, yes? Yeah, look, to make you realize that you can see into the spirit realm, that those hunches you got were correct. You're not going crazy. You were being attacked. You were being monitored. And is it over now? The King of Cups and the King of Wands, the world. The world, the King of Wands and the King of Cups. That's so weird. I'm just going to clarify that. Just one sec. Why have you got 2 kings here? You got the Queen of Wands underneath. Is that the minx? Don't know. What's the message here about the 2 kings? Why are there 2 kings here? King of Wands is the King of Fire. King of Cups is underneath the 9 of Wands. Like it's emotional manipulation. Right? And sexual and emotional manipulation. It's over. But what do they get? What does this King of Wands and King of Cups get? Is it the same person? Oh, in my tummy. Oh, go from the top. Yeah, see, they were just learning. They read it in a book. How to do this magic on the moons. Whoa, that's massive energy in that card. It's propelled you forward, yeah. It's helped you. Ooh, and now the King of Swords. That's breaking from the MK Ultra, right? The Monarch Butterfly programming. See that? They do the Monarch Butterfly program. He's broken free. Yeah, look. The foresight here. You've activated this masculine. There's a different masculine here. Is that correct? 5 of Wands and then the star. Oh, wow. Yeah, that wasn't your twin. You were being manipulated. So they sent a monitoring spirit. That's what I'm getting. Somebody who has a monitoring spirit. Yeah, but you can see through it. It's all gone. This chapter's over. Your foresight, right, has now activated you to call in, I get your twin. You've broken the spell. How did you break the spell? Oh my gosh, because you're the Empress. That's with love. Yeah, you broke it. And look who's underneath, and you've called in your Emperor at the same time. So their energy of their magic you used to call in you, like they helped you for some reason. I mean, in some way. This dark magician being against you helped this union. And they are going through an ending. So they're losing a lot of things. Like their money, their house. They're in court. That's what I wanted to know. Right? So this is lots of things catching up with this dark magician at once. You know, like when somebody's on the run for a really bad felony, but then they're in another state and they just get pulled over, you know, as a random test. You can't fight this karma. There's a King of Pentacles here. This would be an earth sign. He's going down because he used love spells, like passion spells, if you like, and also emotional manipulation. So he's a shapeshifter. So he made you, he helped with the illusion that you were meant to be together. But he had an accomplice. And this is showing you now that I don't know how it's brought you closer together. Right? Because now he feels like an idiot because nothing worked. It's the flying monkeys. See how the narcissist has a flying monkey? That's the monitoring spirit I was talking about. They have flying monkeys that come around and like energetically siphon your energy. See what you're doing? It's weird. I know it's weird. But you have to believe that it's worth it to them because of this power. That's why the twin flame mission is such a mission. You know? So I'm just having another look here, don't worry. Let me have a look. So there's no opportunities coming in for this dark magician, right? He's stuck. He's stuck here with his flying monkey, which is his missus, I think. And they're under serious allegations, and they might have to go to court. And they're losing the money. So death and the king, that's like putting that in reverse, because I don't do reversals. You see that? It's like he's not a king, he's not a home owner anymore. So he was projecting all this energy to you in your bubble, and it was reflecting back at him. They're showing me here. So he's lost passion, and he's lost something close to him that he loved. The devil will take it because he has permission, because he didn't get that which he sent forth. And here you are healing, and this is bringing you the foresight, which is activating your divine masculine to get out of his mind control program and become the emperor. Right, and come find you. So it should be this way. Yeah, there you go. It's funny. This has helped the union. You know how they say, like, whatever the devil wants for bad, God will use for good? So there's something here. I haven't quite picked it up yet, the exact nature of it. But this is the message for you. And really, it's made you understand who you are. You can't be emotionally manipulated, and you cannot be mind controlled. That's not for you. So sometimes God will use you to stand in the light and reflect back to these people their own crapola to knock them out. Does that make sense? Like you're walking karma as twin flames, as emperors and empresses. So God, I think this was your final, you know, like you had to wait. And so God used you to take this magician out and his minx. Now we have the shapeshifters here to see if we can get any other information. See again the moon cycle and like a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't think this person was around you much in 3D, right? But psychically, like a very repetitive, right? Very like routine for years, right? Years, because this magician was going, I'm going to take them down. They're going down, and it's like you kept popping back up, and they couldn't get you down. And now everything they sent to you is coming back to them at once. So that's like having a bad day, like the worst day you've ever had, over and over and over. While you were used for it to be reflected back, even though some of it you felt. Like you can feel the pain of others. You can feel the pain of a lost soul. Shapeshifters, what's the messages here for the collective regarding this dark magician? Anything else we need to know? So we know the dark magician used the moon, full moon, new moon, to do spell work that they learned or read in a book or looked up online, I'm getting, about how to make you feel disempowered or heartbroken, that you'll never find anybody. And all that did was, it brought your grief up to clear, so they helped you. The other way they did it is through, the weakness, the Jezebel spirit, tried to send you the spirit of lust. So there's love spells and, I have to say it. Sex spells. What is it? Yeah, come to me, love spells, right? So that you have this addiction and you're running around wanting to be with some dark magician. And then they even thought they'd set you up. They've done everything they could, right? They went to set you up to even get your energy, your sexual energy. So you have to know that this minx, right, is bisexual. So she wanted your sexual energy, divine feminine. Yucko to the buck. Oh, now look, You go, sorry about that. You can't take it. You can't touch me. But you felt sad that somebody's intention would be to do that because, you know, now you know. So here you are, clearing that energy, recovering. This was a 7-year try to demise you. But you're like, my life is sweet. Isn't that cool? I see that as twins too. They did get you. And look at this. This is also showing me you were camouflaged. Right? So you may have felt a little bit lost and alone and like, where's my tribe and what's going on and how failed and, you know. But you were actually being protected. I know you hear that a lot, but because we got that. You were used to reveal this dark magician and his minx. Yeah, look. You did it. So all the magic they tried to send you at the moon, you've captured it and you've changed the vibration, transmuted it into sonic geometry. Oh, the Akashic library's open. And this is what, this is the clearing the karmic thing that we saw in the Akashic records. That's if you're a light worker. Hi, Courtney. I think you got that message with me. So the Akashic library's opened and you've cleared that karma. That's with him, the dark magician. It's like you had to weather a storm. And now look, you've captured it. And you transmuted the darkness into sonic geometry. Just go with me. I know it sounds weird. And then you're not a victim. Ha ha. They couldn't get you, Little Red Riding Hood. This dark magician and his minx, they did not stop. They're like, what's that called? The repetitive brain thing. You know, like 10,000 times worse than ADD. Like obsessive compulsive disorder on doing the ritual the right way. You know, like it's like, oh my gosh. I'm seeing a lot of other things, but I'm probably not going to reveal. Just to the extent that they would go, the repetitive nature of it. But you've taken flight. Well done. This is over. Thank God for that. You will not let fear stop you this time. See, once you know somebody's out, their intention is not for you, even if they're in the spirit realm, they're around you, they know who you are. I think you may have thought that this masculine was going to, you know, turn into Superman. But he went into, what's the opposite of super? And look here, we've got the Phoenix again. This is you. You're rising from the Phoenix. You're resurrecting here with more power. And all their dark intentions, if you like, have been sent back to them. Something you thought finished bursts back into life. And you're back. Just like that, you're back, full of power, resurrected. And this is going to be the best part of your life. You've accomplished something huge here in your Akashic records. A karma that you did not want to face for years. Like for many, many lifetimes. But this is our final lifetime to clear karma. So it was intense. I don't know how you got through that, but the power of God. That's why I got closer to God in this season. Like it threw me into the arms of the Father. Do you know what I mean? It's like, that was so dark that I was like, I'm going to just get brighter. So let me see. What does the darkness hate? That was the first part of my journey. I was like, what does the darkness hate? And you know what the first thing was? Harp music. I was like, I think I'm with the dark side on that deal. Next, they don't like laughter. They don't like happiness or laughter. And they hate, like the devil who runs them, who hates the most, thing he hates the most is Jesus. I was like, why does he hate Jesus so much? And that starts the whole revelation. So I met the dark side first. And this is what many of you have done. And so you just were led by faith, and you just kept going, and you didn't give up. And you're like, I'm not going to stop. I don't know what I'm doing or who is going on, but I am going to. And this is where you're having a breakthrough. This is the resurrection of the phoenix. It doesn't take long. This is not a long process. This is my life is now sweet, right? And you're meeting your emperor, your beloved. This was the final hurrah. They went at you for 6-7 years. Every moon. Can you imagine that? And you superseded it. Even though you cried a lot, even though you felt like you were alone, even though there were times when you felt disconnected from any angel or fairy or, source, even at times where you were crying to get the frig out of here. Yeah, you went dark, you went deep. You cleared pond scum. It's like, ugh. You found a solution in unknown places, in the darkness. This is how they helped you. You cleared all the facets of your diamond. Constantly you were doing it. You were getting brighter and brighter every time they tried to bring you down. Wow. And look, you've captured the dark energy that was sent to you, and you've transmuted it into magic. And everything, their karma comes back to them. You cleared something in your Akashic records. God used you, right, to take the enemy down. I don't know how else to explain it. You weren't a victim. You were being used by the Most High. Because who else would he send? Only his strongest warrior spirit that he knew would not give up. And the devil kept saying, she'll give up, she'll give up, she'll give up. If I do this, she'll disconnect from you. If I do this. And God was like, go do it. And you'll see. And you didn't give up. Like it didn't matter what. Giving up was not an option for this divine feminine. And her beauty now and her success is different, in a different vibration than it was. Moving into, like, this is going to be obvious. This is the table in front of your enemies. And there will be a moment in time when whoever did this, both of these minxes, both of them, right, you'll see them. You're going to get clues and downloads. Now it's over and you're detached. You'll actually get, because I just got a flash. That's what made me do the reading. I was like, oh yeah. When we saw the magician card in the other reading, I was like, okay, let's have a look. So you're being cautioned here, right, to not, it's just a caution. It's not even a test. But it's like you're not going to be dragged into their karma. They set this up. You can see it. You're not going to be fooled. You're going to shine, and because you've healed. There's no inclusions now, because all that dark energy sent your way helped you clear so that you can't self-sabotage anymore. And your divine masculine has been activated here. His mind control program that he was under has been broken. It happens whether you know your twin or not. This is a lot of energy. And you know, as a twin, you will know that most of the work is done before union. Like all of it. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of energy work and going through the Akashic library and clearing the bloodline. There's a lot of initiations here. Well, I'm seeing two main ones that have to be accomplished by both twins. And then you have to ask for your new heart, your heart of flesh. Yeah, you do. And that's what this is like. If you get the Lightworkers Lounge, there's a very important message for Twin Flames there, which I loved. And you are ready now for your new adventure. Can you imagine? You made it through this with somebody attacking you every new moon, every full moon, trying to bring you down, being meticulous, like doing it daily. At a certain time, every day there's a diary. This person's written it down. They're anal in their mind. Like they've got a repetitive mental problem. You know what I mean? When you get really obsessed, like a compulsive energy I'm picking up on. And you were like, why is this happening? What's going on here? I'm not here to do this. You know, and it's just like, it's unseen. So to tell anybody about it, who would understand? So that's what makes you feel also isolated. They think they've got the upper hand because they're doing it, you know, behind closed doors. They're doing it in the spirit realm. They're trying to disconnect you, to bring you down, to put like a black cloak over you between your, in your energy system would be between your soul star and your crown chakra. That's why on the new moon and the full moon we do like a soul clearing. So you go, God, any black magic that is done, clear it from my soul. So where does it go? It goes back to them. So you are being warned to not support somebody who may reach out. This dark magician, like remember, this type of energy's got more front than a Maya shop. Do you love it? Like the front. So they can approach you and they can ask you for help because they know that the karma would not be as bad if you were a shield. They know now who you are, and they're like, oh, I think maybe I need them on my side. And you're like, no. Because if you, it's a test in a way because it's just before union. Like you're on the wedding, night before the wedding here. If I can say it like that. So that would be the timing that they would come in. That will give you confirmation that something big's coming for you. So you'll be like, no, there's no guilt here for how good things are going to be for you. My life is sweet. You didn't break me. You couldn't touch me. I'm an untouchable. I'm an untouchable. See ya. I'm on fire here. The golden phoenix. I feel like reading that because that's where you are. And you have to just congratulate yourself, right? Because you had to like put up with a lot of frogs. You could see through, you go, oh, that's a dark magician. So they all come as frogs. That's what God's saying. They all look the same. And you got to know which ones are from Cain, the reptilian race, the dinosaurs, and which ones are divine. This is Halloween. They do magic on those dates. You were meant to be taken. So they may have tried to kidnap you. Well, they tried everything. Anyway, they did not succeed. And it actually helped you, which I find fascinating. Because every time they did a black magic spell on you, it brought it up. And you cleared that fear. You cleared that pain. Like, you only clear it by sitting in it. You know, a lot of you have Scorpio in your chart, I think. Because it's the scorpionic energy that can sit right in front of death and go, yeah, what else you got? Only the Scorpio can do that. Oh, I've got goosebumps. So a lot of you are very powerful. You could have it at a sun, moon, rising. See, have they got numbers on these cards? It says number 12, yes? But the numbers aren't in the book. Are they? I love this. Message. Something you thought finished burst back into life. You retreated and you rested and you recovered from this dark magician. And now you will reignite. You thought it was over. You thought it was dead in the past. But you have been reborn. Once lifeless, you have now ignited your flame. You're about to witness a resurrection. And you and that which is reborn will have the chance to create something of warmth and beauty together. Something pure and innocent and wise, which many others will benefit from. Life always finds a way. And you, too, will have a golden phoenix guiding you to find the way to rekindle a dream you had too soon given up on. You are transforming both internally and externally. And this change is blessed, divine, and guided. Please talk to your higher self and angels, says the golden phoenix, but who's that? And know that as you do so, your angels are recharging your chakra centers, your auric field, and this is your vibration. And so too, you experience thoughts and reality in a different way. You are loved. And as you honor this transformation within yourself, you honor the marvelous gift of regeneration, from life, from death, the sun from the ashes, you rise again reborn. The greatest creature of rebirth and reincarnation, this sacred helper, guardian, and loving companion, and your own path is, she's quoting some teacher anyway. I don't know what that means. So you're born again in this lifetime, within this life, right? Because we're escaping the death portal because of Yeshua. Jesus went through the death portal, so we can just ascend. So you do the death and the resurrection while you're alive. This is what it is. Very intense. Then you're ready for ascension. Allow the things which no longer serve you to fall, like autumn leaves, and go to earth. And for you to be reborn like the leaves and buds of spring. You are potentially in one of the most invigorating, challenging, and inspiring rebirth cycles ever. The divination is passion and desire, will and force, reclaiming health and new intelligent direction are all on your agenda. Also a theme is your health and fitness. Your metabolism and firing it up is a very strong desire and a sacred duty. So we did get that exercise card for you now. You can become stronger, fitter, leaner, and healthier. You will be shown how to create that which you have been gifted. Health can be reinvigorated. You may learn to run faster, play a sport, or take up Reiki. Your physicality can be reshaped. Thank goodness for that. It is almost as if you experience another youth. Woohoo! If you follow your own inner guidance, your body will tell you and lead you every time to the most harmonious, comfortable, and supporting ways of being. Candles, lighting fires, and doing Reiki hands-on meditation is purifying you. As you choose highly vibrational foods and beverages, messages you receive will recreate your life. Whoa. I didn't dwell too much, right, on this dark magician, but the warning is that you're flying high and you can't be brought down no matter how bad it looks, right? So you're leveraging guilt. This is unapologetic, rising from the ashes and having all your heart's desires met. Woohoo! I know you might not feel like that right now because you may be the ashes. You're about to rise, so just know that. And this is what your soul agreed to. And then this union is imminent in this moment. Thank you very much for watching, for liking, subscribing. Thank you for building the channel. Send a donation if you can to support as we build this channel. If you would like to hear more readings, and I'll see you in the members lounge. That's an excellent way. Thank you guys for supporting me there, and for booking your personal readings, which is open as we're in this eclipse. You're moving into a new timeline, so you have a new spiritual team, so to speak, that is guiding you into your new pathway of union. And this is a higher vibration. The dark magicians cannot touch you now because they are in what they sent out to you. They're sitting in it. So you're going to see it. It's going to be very obvious. And the test or the awareness is to not It's like you'll be tough, you know, you're not going to be your kindness used against you, if that makes sense. So you have to leave somebody struggling in the pit, because you know if you put the rope down, they're going to pull you in. You already learned that lesson. So it could be a final test, I'm not sure, but it's like an awareness, like to walk straight past it. Even though you will get tinglings or inklings of fear or regret, or, you know, like to help somebody, you've got to watch this person sit in their own crapola. I think as soon as you do that, that's the ignition of your resurrection here as you move into your new phase with your beloved. Let's do a reading. In the next reading, we're going to have a look at this union, because this was an Akashic record that has been cleared, and this has been epic. So whoever you are, well done. And this is why when you get to this life is sweet, it's like, don't even go there. Like jealousy, like it's boring, because it's like you don't even know half of what I've been through to receive this. And I'm not going to disempower myself by even going there. This is like knowing who you are, and that's why you're receiving like joy, resurrection, a new altitude, and your beloved, where things go easy and life is sweet. Can you imagine? And then you stay there in perpetual joy. I love you so much. Thank you for being here in the tribe, and I'll see you in the next reading.